Hey guys, what's up? This is Phoebe and this is Mike. He's our station owner. Today we have a new artist spotlight featuring Craig LeBono. He's a singer-songwriter. Welcome, Craig.
Thank you guys for having me on. This is going to be awesome. I'm very excited.
Yes, we're so happy you can join us today. So, can you tell us about your background and how it inspired your music?
Sure. I was a band geek in school way back forever ago. And then I was actually a tuba player. And then one day I was actually in one of our rehearsal studios practicing at a bass amp and a guitar. And I remember picking it up and just playing the first string, and that vibration went into my body. And I was like, I love this instrument. So for years, I've always been, and I still am, as a bassist, singer, songwriter. And then as years go, flash forward, I've been in bands all around the United States. I've moved a lot. My career kind of moved me around a little bit, working for basically a corrections field. So I was involved in corrections for 26 plus years. And the Department of State. But I've always been to bands, always been playing around, and then I learned to do the guitar about 3.5 years ago, because the hardest part about being in a band is other people in the band. It's individual lives, they got their own things, they have their own dramas, whatever they've got going. So I was doing the solo stuff for a while, so I learned to play guitar, and then what I'm going to play for you today is on guitar. But I am currently still an active bassist, singer, songwriter in 2 different bands.
What bands are you in?
So, of course, I go by K LeBono. Let's just make it easier with my name. As my solo stuff, alternative rock, things like that, singer-songwriter. I'm in another band called The Noble Trip, and you can find them at thenobletrip.com. It's more of a harder rocking, metalish, new metal. There's some older covers, and even some of the alternative rock covers become a little more heavy. And then I do bass for these guys. They're fantastic. The guitarist Anthony and the drummer Scotty, they're talented musicians, and it's a lot of fun. They're a lot younger than me, makes me feel a little old, but we gelled well. And then with another band that I'm in, it's called Name Not Selected, because they couldn't come up with the name, so we just chose that one. It's more of your classic rock, alternative rock, heavy covers, and then of course they incorporate my originals into the band as well. So we're playing all over Riverside, Orange, LA County, Palm Springs. You can find us all over the place.
So what is it about performing live that you love?
Connecting with an audience. So I sing with passion. I mean, that's the one compliment I get a lot. People can tell I'm very passionate, but I've had a lot of life experiences that the originals come from. I spent 5 years in Afghanistan, in war, losing friends, being almost killed a lot. So it inspires some really passionate music. So when I sing about hope and opportunity and loss and this and that, people feel it. And when I can connect with them, that's just magic, complete magic. Whether it's 1 or 1,000, it's just beautiful.
I've seen some of your videos of your live performances, and that's exactly what I felt, is a connection, even though it was on video. It was recorded live then, but you see that through video. And I think that's so powerful that you can convey that emotion through your music and performance. So that's what makes it really unique.
Thank you very much.
Besides giving hope and connecting with your audience, what is a message that you hope to express to your listeners when they hear your songs, besides hope and all the powerful, the passion that you were talking about?
Well, it's really just to have whatever it is I'm singing about mean something to whatever they are going through in their own lives. So when you're sharing your message about whatever it is that brought you to create the song, and it resonates in somebody else, they say, "Oh my God, I feel exactly what he's talking about because of my own experience," etc. So besides just giving them some positive vibes, they are being able to express whatever they've got built inside: anger, anguish, happiness, sadness. The song feels that, because I was so inspired by so many different bands. It's like, oh my God, he's singing just what I'm feeling, kind of thing. And it makes you just really get so connected into the song. It's awesome.
And I was reading on your bio, on your website, that you were in Afghanistan, and you just told us you were there and fighting with your peers. How would you say that inspired you when you were writing your music? And did you also perform when you were there?
As a matter of fact, I did. I'm also, my
Oh,
former name is Dedbuny, Dedbuny. So the only reason I changed it to LeBono was a lot of the venues that I was trying to get into, they would see the name Dedbuny and they would misinterpret the name. There's a short little backstory to
oh.
that. Has nothing to do with death metal or hardcore or screamo and all that. And they were just like, oh my God, Dedbuny, what's that about? So over there, I did get to perform that way. The music to me helped alleviate the anxiety and stress that I was going through. You know, when you lose friends or you almost get killed or you get whatever's happening to you, and you can sing it out, that keeps you from doing any other kind of abuse. I mean, I like to have a nice beer or a good glass of scotch or something, but I've never been one to use substance abuses or anything like that. So music was a savior for me. And then when I played for people, for a moment, it got them to be somewhere else. We weren't in Afghanistan anymore. We were at a concert. We were listening to songs. We were feeling the passion because they themselves, of course, had their own stories that they had to de-stress from. So it was I call it like therapeutic, and it was really amazing, and it built a good list of opportunities to sing about everything that I've seen and experienced.
I'm sure your peers, when they're listening to you, they could relate on a whole other level when they're hearing your songs, and you feel a different connection with them. And I think it helps them through the day. You know, like you said, it takes them out of where they're at that moment, gives them a little bit of peace, you know, and that's so important, especially for our military, our servicemen and women. And that's amazing. Yeah.
Yep. And there's a lot of other government employees over there that aren't military, but they work in conjunction with them. I was not direct military during that period. My military time was way back when I was younger. So I worked for the Department of State with military. And we were there, and they were supporting our mission. We're supporting their mission, and it was a cooperative environment. But we were all experiencing the same thing. When you roll out that gate, everybody's an opportunity for the people that want to do harm. So
that's such a scary thought too, and the sacrifices the people have made there. It was just, it's so appreciative and appreciated too, for sure.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So did you want to tell us, did you have any other kind of interesting experiences or something that really stuck within you during your musical career?
I got to play all around the United States, which was awesome. Even when I spent 4.5 years in Oklahoma. So quick story, short story, true story. Coming back from Afghanistan, I used to make a joke that after everything I've experienced up to that point and through that whole war, the only thing I was really afraid of is tornadoes. So when I came back to the civilian world, I got sent to Oklahoma, the birthplace of tornadoes. I'm like, are you kidding me? So during my time there, of course, I got to experience 7 different tornadoes, and they're not as scary as I originally had thought. I mean, I've never been hit directly with one. They've always been around. But Oklahoma, downtown Oklahoma, Oklahoma City does it's called the Live on the Canal music series. The Gwinner family, Mr. and Mrs. Gwinner, are the ones who produce this thing and support this. And there's several stages along this little fake canal they have that you can ride little water taxis on in downtown Oklahoma City. And last year I was there, it was 2015, and I got to do a solo show, and there was 100 some odd people there. And I've never experienced a show to when I started talking and they hyped up about my background and the things I had and the songs. When I was talking, nobody was talking. They were just listening. And then when I started playing, there were so many people up taking pictures and filming things. I've never experienced that before. It was almost like, wow, they like me. So many people came up after and were like, oh my God, we thank you for everything you've done, your songs and this and that. And I want that every time I get on the stage and play in front of anybody. I want to relive that moment to when it's not playing in a bar and everybody's really just having their own conversations and drinking beer. And when you record some of those live shows, you hear just so much background noise because everyone's just chatting away. This one, when you recorded the videos, silent. They were just watching the show. I was like, wow, that's awesome.
It's definitely a different vibe being in a bar, you know, and I've been in my share of performance venues as a listener, you know. So being in a bar, it's different from being in like a lounge / restaurant, where they have the little performance venue, and then just a musical theater venue. It's totally different vibe, even though they're still drinking, obviously at the the performance venues. But yeah, it depends on where you're recording, and if it's just an outdoor kind of a venue. Yeah, I think people are listening more, and they can see your passion already on the stage. Your energy, your vibe. Mm-hmm.
And then I've played in front of so many people, and then throughout my career, I've given lectures as a guest lecturer, a lot of universities for correctional things between privatization and da 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 da. But the fact is, I've just talked in front of so many people, and then performed in so many people. So now when I get on stage, and I have a lightness and a friendliness, and I just want to tell a story, and I want to sing a song, and no matter what comes at me, I don't ever sit there and go, So I've been very fortunate with that. I've always got some kind of comeback. No matter what you're throwing at me, I've got something to say.
Yeah, a lot of the musicians that we've spoken to, usually they're pretty good conversationalists. Depends on the person, obviously, if they're more of an introvert. So, and I can tell you've got a chill vibe, you're down to earth, and I think people see that. They do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hope so, because that's just what I want to be. I mean, I spent a whole career being what the worst of the society has been afraid of. That was like my mission. So the scary people have to be scared of something. So I try to make it me. So you take that kind of personality, and then you switch it up and you put it on a stage, and then you're like, well, I can't be this anymore. Now, I used to wear a ball cap forever, and it was funny whenever I would flip it around, artists came out.
So talking about Showtime, you got your whole studio there set up for a live performance.
I do.
Do you want to go ahead and share what songs you have to perform for us today?
So I'm actually gonna perform 2 for you guys that have never been performed anywhere. So these are all brand new.
Okay.
One is just going to be a singer-songwriter, and it was inspired by my beautiful wife, Mary. She is just an angel for me. She supports all the music. She's been there for years now as my bestest friend, traveling companion, confidant, supporter. I mean, everything I would ever need in a person I found with her, and I could not be happier. So there's one song called Feels Like Home. And then it's a nice little singer-songwriter, a little soft. And then I have another new one. It's called High, which is just talking about an emotional high, because I'm not a drug guy. But it's more of a bluesiest kind of jazz rock. I wouldn't even know. So it has the backing tracks, so the bass it's a drum machine, but I play all the bass lines as well as you'll hear it. But I'll be doing that with a little bit of distortion on the guitar, and it's a fun song to play.
Hey everybody, so I'm LeBono, and I am live here on Alternative Twist Radio. This is a song that goes out to my beautiful girl in the world, Mary, because no matter where we are, it feels like home. feels like home. Wherever you are, feels like home. Wherever you are, feels like home. I will bring you to your heart, because wherever you are, it feels like home. Alright, that is a premiere exclusive for Alternative Twist Radio from K. LeBono's house all the way out to wherever your house is. You guys are awesome. I have just one more song we're going to play. This is another exclusive premiere. This is called High. Because emotions run high, you feel good. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. Alright, let's go. This is K. LeBono, Alternative Twist Radio. This song is called High. The moment thought that be said, for a little spending the pride, for the moment won't go replay, for in a minute I'm feeling cold, so don't you ever think be alright. Heartbreak and hope won't make it, everything gets snapped through this life. I'm so high. Time can't breathe. I'm so in a moment, don't let it be said. Take the moment to spend with your time. For love and love for mistakes. For in a minute you'll be feeling coffee. So don't you everything will be alright. Heartbreak and hope won't make it. Everything gets now through this life. I'm so high. Time can't see. I'm so I'm so high. Life can't breathe. I'm so time can't see. so high, life can't break. I'm so All right, everybody, I'm LeBono, Alternative Twist Radio. Great shout out. Awesome people supporting local artists. Thank you to Phoebe and Mike. You guys are amazing. LeBono out.
That was a great performance. Thank you so much.
Yes.
You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. So this has been a fantastic opportunity. Phoebe, Mike, I really appreciate you guys. What I also really appreciate is supporting local artists and other aspiring artists that are out there trying to gain some sort of attention, sharing their message, sharing their music. So many, the artists you've already showcased, I've listened to their stuff. It sounds great. And I just hope to be part of a catalog of just great artists trying to just share it with the world. Hi, this is LeBono, and thank you for listening to Alternative Twist Radio. You guys are awesome.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please share, like, and subscribe to our channel and find us on all of our social media, links in our bio. Thanks.